Hey guys, it's Morgan Zeggers, and between seeing the devastation in Afghanistan caused by our incompetent leaders, and now the new announcement of vaccinations about to be unconstitutionally forced on almost 100 million Americans if they want to keep their jobs, the news cycle seems pretty chaotic right now. Well, that's because it is very much chaotic, but here's what you need to come to grips with. It's chaotic on purpose. Let's talk about propaganda for a second. It's a tale as old as time for powerful and corrupt governments to distort the narrative, change history, and sway public sentiment by controlling media and releasing manipulative propaganda. The most recent example? The Biden administration. The failures of Afghanistan are not an old story. Still today, thousands of American citizens and Afghan allies are hiding behind enemy lines in fear for their lives. The situation is at a standstill. The Biden administration is to blame, and they are the only ones that can change anything at this point. Do they act? No. Why? Because they are weak men, and it led to a situation many levels worse than Benghazi. They haven't fixed it. What did they do instead, though? They threw us a distraction: unconstitutional vaccination mandates from the top down. Why would they do this? Because, as expected, it changed the American people's attention. 100 million people began having to fear if they were going to be able to put food on the table or not for their families. Media had to shift the attention away to cover this insane authoritarian approach to government, and we all had to start working together to allocate resources and time to develop a plan to fight back before massive amounts of people lost their jobs. It distracted us from the crisis in Afghanistan. It was all calculated. As soon as you start to join me in seeing what happened here, you'll be able to identify their expected behavior as it goes on. You will start to see this for what it really is. It's authoritarian propaganda techniques to control us. It's no wonder the puppet in charge of our executive branch, Joe Biden, had to have his mic cut by his staff this week when he was asked about serious issues. They can try and suppress the truth and spread the lies all they want, but I think it's becoming very obvious the American people have not forgotten what the Biden administration has done and is still doing in Afghanistan. I think the chants at sports stadiums, concerts, and all the Biden public events is just one example showing us that the American people have not and will not forget what these people in charge did to us and our allies overseas. It's pathetic, and we need to hold them accountable.